Hey guys, welcome back to the Betar Project. This episode we have Will, I'm going to butcher it again, Zagarella.
Zagarella,
Yes.
that's right.
All right, I got it. Man, thank you for coming on. How's
No
things?
worries. Oh, great, yeah. Just living life and enjoying it. Yeah.
It's finished year 12 now, fuck.
Yeah, it's a big step, but yeah, I got there.
Welcome to
eventually.
the real world.
Yeah. Actually, someone said exactly that today. So yeah, it comes on you pretty quick, doesn't it?
It does, eh? Like me looking back now, I finished what? I graduated 2014, so 6 years ago. Time just flies.
Oh, it does, yeah.
It's crazy.
100%. Yeah, it's unreal.
How did COVID affect all the year 12's exams and all that stuff?
Oh, it wasn't, to be honest, like it wasn't affected that much. Like it really didn't change much. Like the worst thing that we've had to do is like when we go into each exam, you just sign in. Like you can either do it manually and sign your signature, or you can like do the QR code thing. That's really about it. Didn't really change much other than that. Yeah.
And we're talking before you're going to get an apprenticeship after in carpentry.
Yeah. I'm looking at carpentry or plumbing at the moment. I'm kind of leaning a bit towards carpentry just because it's just a lot more physically demanding, and I want to do something that's going to get me fit, but also it's pretty like I've always liked the idea of like being able to look at a house or a renovation and just be able to say that you built it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Don't get into plumbing. I have a mate who does plumbing, and all he does is send me Snapchats of him and fucking pulling shit out and shit like that.
Shit. Yeah. I've seen a couple of those videos, unfortunately.
Yeah. It's fucking shit, man.
Yeah.
So apprenticeship, so you obviously drew, looking at houses, you want to be more hands-on in that.
Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts of university or?
I was thinking about, because originally I was thinking about doing project management, and I've always been interested in business. So that's definitely a possibility down the track. But I feel like at the moment, those two kind of courses are the only real things that kind of interest me at uni. I feel like I just kind of want to branch out, do my own little things and experience my own, have my own little journeys in business and, eventually, try and be an entrepreneur. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. And at least if you're getting to apprenticeship, you're kind of earning money straight away instead of getting in debt going to fucking uni.
Yeah. That's definitely a big part of it.
Yeah, because I went to uni, I dropped out halfway through. I think I'm about 60K in debt.
Yeah.
Not worth it.
That's unreal. Yeah.
No. Yeah. So man, take me back. What was your upbringing like? Good family life?
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I couldn't thank my family more. Like I've always been so supportive of me. They've never, let me down in any way. So I can't ask for anything more from my family. They're amazing.
How many siblings?
I got one little sister.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Like do you have a big family, like cousins and all that?
Yeah, I'm Italian.
Yeah, so of course. All right.
I got a pretty big extended family in Australia, and I got cousins in Italy, and yeah.
Have you been to Italy? I seen you did a bit of travel.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I went to Italy last year with my old man.
Fuck, that would have been hectic.
Yeah, it was unreal. Yeah, and also like it was good just in time.
Yeah.
Just because COVID hit, and
yeah,
it was real good.
Did you play any sports growing up?
I played rugby league for one season. Yeah. And that was when I was pretty young. I kind of just thought it wasn't for me. I like it a lot now. Like I'm considering playing next year, but I played tennis from when I was about 6 up until maybe 15. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. So other than tennis and rugby, not heaps.
You any good at tennis?
I was all right. I mean, yeah, I'm a big boy, so it was, it was kind of hard to slide around on the court as easy as some other guys do. But, it was pretty good.
You underestimate your strength as well, fucking smashing those balls.
100%. 100%. Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Man, so let's dive into, I guess, your whole story of cancer and all that. Yeah. Take me back. How did it all come about? How did it start?
Basically, it started when I was 16 in 2019, so last year. And basically, I was just going through a bit of a period where I was just getting a bit anxious about, testicular cancer. And it was really weird how it came about. But basically, I was self-examining myself, once every few weeks because I'd heard about, all the stories of what's happened to other guys and a lot of the people that it's happened to that reach out on social media, they really try to get the message across that, self-examining yourself and checking yourself is such an important thing. So that really, was drilled in my brain. And also my mum was a nurse. So she kind of gave me she educated me a bit on that subject. But I was self-examining myself and I found a lump on my right testicle. And I went to get it checked out. And originally the GP was quite sure that it was a cyst. So that didn't worry me too much. But in the process of that, it was like 3 weeks. In about 3 weeks, I could feel that there was, another one on my other testicle. And it was I don't believe in all that, I'm not a big believer in miracles and stuff because I haven't had many experiences other than that. But I just found it really weird how this other, mass was growing at the same time as I was getting the other one checked. So in the process of that, I went to get an ultrasound and, if you don't say everything in every little detail, a lot of things they miss out on in medical checkups. So I was in the ultrasound and they were only, scanning the right testicle. And I said to them, do you reckon you could do one of the left, please? I'm a bit worried about it. So they did that. And when I went to see a urologist who's specialises in all that sort of, he took a look at the left scan and he basically just said straight away, that's got to come out.
The whole testicle?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck. So from, I guess, being anxious about it and then checking, what was the time frame between?
Oh, it would have been max 4 weeks.
4 weeks.
From being anxious about it and having surgery.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That it grew that quick too.
Yeah. And in that time frame as well, it amazes me how it happened.
See, I'm not sure if you believe in this or not, but if you start get anxious and you believe it and then you manifest it and it comes to life, do you kind of believe in that?
I do. I really do. Yeah. I think I do. Yeah, I think... I don't know. I don't know if that's why it happened.
Yeah.
But I think I do believe in that. Yeah, for sure.
So you believe about it. You thought about it that much that it actually happened.
Yeah, I did. Because, I was just getting real worried. And, it was no one's fault or anything. It's just all me. I've always been a little bit of an anxious person. I haven't struggled as greatly as other people have with anxiety, but I've always been a bit of an anxious person. So, so that kind of got to me. Yeah, definitely.
And then surgery, that would have been scary as well.
Oh, it was, yeah. I was really scared. I've never been more scared in my life, so, yeah. I was constantly thinking, why me? What have I done to deserve, such a terrible thing? But, I mean, in the end, after my surgery, I kind of just accepted it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it's just one testicle.
Yep, pretty much. Yeah.
And the other one's all good?
Yeah. At the moment, I'm in remission and I'm getting regular checkups, so yeah.
And you can still have kids and all that?
Yeah, I can.
Awesome.
Yeah. Everything's as good as it always was. Yeah.
Sweet. Well, that's awesome to hear. You can still have kids in that with one testicle.
Yeah, correct, yeah.
Talking about testicles, Jake will remember, at the beginning of this year, we were at OzTag training and this guy slid into my knee and I took out his testicle and it ruptured.
You're kidding?
You had to get surgery to remove it.
Oh,
I felt so bad, eh?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's unreal. That's crazy.
Jake's laughing. Poor Les, if you're out there, I'm sorry about your testicle, mate.
Yeah. That's pretty bad. But obviously, I mean, you couldn't help much. You didn't.
Nah.
Obviously, you didn't do it on purpose. So, yeah.
I'll say I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
So after that surgery, how long did it take to kind of recover?
A few months. There was a long time where I was in a lot of pain and there was a lot of bleeding. And, it took...
How many stitches did you have to get down there?
Well, actually, the surgery, like when you would think about it,
Yeah.
they actually don't take it out from like the scrotum. They don't. They actually cut a hole where like your groin is.
Oh, really?
And they like, because obviously there's tubes
Yeah.
that connect to them.
Yeah.
They cut a hole where your groin is and take it out through there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So yeah, all the rest of it was untouched.
So you probably just have a scar in your groin? Or?
Yeah, I do. It's quite small actually. So yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
So I guess it would have been a difficult time, like at that age of 16, all your hormones are flowing and then your testicle goes.
Yeah. It was pretty scary. Yeah. I mean, it's worked out quite well. Obviously, the whole recovery process was a bit, and the chemotherapy obviously was a bit pretty traumatic in terms of just the way I felt.
Did you have to do chemo the first time? Because didn't I read something you did?
No.
Beginning of this year, you had to go back.
Yeah, I did it this year. So basically, what happened was they didn't find any spread.
Yeah.
And it took them a year to realise that there was a lymph node in my abdomen that was a subject of the spread.
Yeah.
And yeah, so just through regular checkups, they found that.
And then did you have to have surgery or just straight chemo?
Just straight chemo, yeah. So I had my surgery. I had my surgery in 2019, June, and then this year I started my chemo in late February and finished in April. Yeah.
And after your surgery, did you feel like you're all clear and you wouldn't have any other problems, or did you have that kind of feeling?
I've always got it.
Yeah.
I wish I could say I didn't, but like a lot of the with cancer, a lot of it is mental.
Yeah.
Like obviously it's quite physical. It's quite a physical thing. Like there's a mass growing inside you that could kill you. But after you put in remission, someone who's like me, who's anxious, it's really a lot of it's mental. You know, like if you're playing footy and you get a bruise, or you're, you know, just mucking around with your mates, or you're at a party and, you know, you get hit down there and you get any bit of, you know, pain, it really scares me.
Shit.
It's a pretty scary thing. So yeah, you always kind of think it's going to come back and what happens if it does, but yeah.
So you still have those feelings now that it could possibly come back?
Yeah, I do, yeah. The last few days I actually have, to, if I'm being quite honest, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, what kind of makes you think that?
I don't know. It's just it's just being so aware of it now. I feel like any little thing kind of sets me off. It sends my mind into just like a spiral of just worrying, and almost like what we were talking about before. You know, like the more you think about it,
you manifest it.
You manifest it, exactly. So yeah. The best thing I can really do is just, you know, spend time with my mates and
try and distract yourself.
Yeah, and it usually goes away. And there's been times where, like, it hasn't been anything. Like there hasn't been any change. It's all just me worrying. So yeah.
Yeah, I can totally relate on the whole anxiety thing where you overreact and you think something's so bad and it's gonna happen, but in reality it doesn't happen.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fucking the brain can fuck you up sometimes.
It is, yeah. That's so true. The brain, yeah.
It's so powerful if used like in the right purpose and all that. But if you let it kind of control you and stuff, as like it manifests cancer and all that kind of crap. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's bad.
So talk to me about chemo. Obviously, the effects of losing your hair, but what other kind of effects?
I had no testosterone at all.
You completely killed it?
Yeah, completely killed it.
You would have felt like shit.
Exactly right. I did. And coming with that, one of the side effects of having little to no testosterone is like a lot of depression.
Yeah.
So I did. And there was a lot of things that happened in the span of that 3 months that just really sent me and just really sent me down. Like I was down in the dumps a lot of it, as you would. I mean, having chemotherapy, but the fact and also the drugs that they were giving me and everything kind of played in hand just to, you know, make me feel terrible.
You just didn't feel yourself. You just
never. I'd look at myself in the mirror with like no hair and I'd hate it. Because before I lost my hair, I used to have really, like people who know me, like I always used to get complimented on it, but I used to have really dark, thick hair.
Yeah, I can see it's a bit thin now.
Yeah, but it's really thin now and curly, and some people say they like it, but to be honest, I don't. I hate it, to be honest. Yeah, but I can't do much. Just got to wait a few years and hopefully it'll go back to the way it was.
Exactly.
But yeah.
You got to be grateful for, I guess, what you have.
Exactly. Yeah, got to be grateful I have hair now. Exactly.
So who was your support network through the whole time? I seen your mates shaved all their heads too.
They did, yeah.
That's awesome.
So I had my family, obviously, they were amazing. And I had my mates, just like my real close friends.
Yeah.
And they all made a big effort in helping me. Yeah, it was awesome.
How does that make you feel, you going through that and you have this real strong support network?
It made me realise a lot, and it made me be really, it really opened up my eyes, and I was really grateful for just all of them, really.
Did it make you realise who your true friends are?
It did, yeah, it really did.
Did you lose any friends through that time, or realise this guy isn't really my true friend?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. There was a few people that, didn't really give a crap. And that kind of opened my eyes a lot.
Yeah.
And that really made me very aware of who my friends are and who isn't, and who really cares and who doesn't. Yeah.
How many months did you have to do chemo for?
9 weeks, so around 3, I think. I think that's 3, yeah.
Talk to me about, I guess, the whole procedure of it. Like, what's it like? How many times a week?
So one cycle goes for 3 weeks. So basically you go there for 2 weeks, Monday to Friday every day. And then you'd have 1 week where you don't, there was 1 week where you just have one big injection and you stay at home for the rest of the week. So obviously I'd look forward to that.
Yeah.
And yeah, but basically you go there, you sit down, there's like a room and everyone sit in the corners of the room in these blue chairs. I hate those chairs, man. I hate them. I can't stand looking at them. But everyone sits around the corners of the room, and there's a nurse with a trolley for each nurse, and they go around, and you've got a nurse for the day, and basically depending on the type of chemotherapy you're having, a lot of it's intravascular. So they, put a cannula in your vein, and then you just sit there for the whole day, just doing nothing.
Does anyone talk, or are they all depressed?
A lot of them were really depressed, but people did talk.
Yeah.
And the nurses were really, lively, and they'd talk to a lot of people, and they were really lovely. So yeah.
God.
Yeah.
I know why you would fucking rather be at home. Hospitals are a depressing place as it is.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Going through that.
Yeah, I hated it, to be honest. For a while, it's kind of wearing off now, but the place that I would go was the cancer care centre. So it's right next to the hospital, but not in it. It's a separate ward and a separate building. But one of the things I've kind of experienced from that is, I remember in the last few months since I've finished my chemo, driving to Penrith Plaza or something, and as you're going down that road, I just feel sick to my stomach.
Yeah.
Just because of just remembering every day going there, the whole thing playing back in your head just makes me sick. So yeah, that's something that's kind of bad that I've taken away from it. It's I don't know if you'd call that PTSD, but I don't think it is. To be honest, I don't really know what PTSD is. But I think it's kind of bad experience. It just kind of doesn't really leave my head. Yeah.
Bit of trauma.
Yeah.
How, after that, I guess, that first injection, how long does it take to kind of kick in and you start feeling shit?
Oh, pretty well. This is a thing with chemo.
Do they wean you onto it, or they just fucking hit you hard?
Oh, they hit you. They really hit you hard.
Really?
The first day, because I remember everyone told me what it was going to be like. I had a briefing right before, and everyone told me what it was going to be like. But the first day, I went in there, and they injected me with the stuff for the first time. That day I didn't really feel terrible. And the first cycle, I didn't feel that terrible because my body was still fighting off it's poison. Like, it was pretty much poison. So I felt pretty good, and I was going for runs, I was doing the river walk every morning and things like that. But then the second cycle really hit me, and basically what happens is you just wouldn't feel any better any day. So like it'd go into you and you just feel the same 24/7. So eventually it would be painful going in to your veins, but eventually the effects of it you just wouldn't really notice.
Just kind of felt numb?
Yeah. It's just 24/7, the same feeling.
Fuck.
Yeah.
And I respect you for going through that, like.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Shit. That would have been traumatizing.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it definitely was. And just seeing my mum and seeing my dad, just the way it was affecting them, that really got to me.
How did it affect your parents and your sibling?
Oh, that, like, we're a strong family. We really are. And, like, me going through this really strengthened us. But seeing, like, they all took it pretty hard. Like, my dad was really, like, I hadn't really seen my dad cry many times before that. And, you know, during that, he was pretty, you know, upset about it. And my mum as well, and also my sister. They all kind of had mutual feelings of just, yeah.
Do you feel like this whole traumatic experience has kind of brought you guys closer as well?
Yeah, it has, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And after your last injection, how long did it take you to kind of start recovering and feel normal again?
Oh, ages.
Yeah?
Ages.
It just sticks around?
Yeah, it did. It really did. And I still have mental, you know, issues from it now. Like, my memory is seriously bad. I struggle to remember, like, things that happened yesterday. And also, like, for example, and that was one of the reasons that I struggled with my exams. And I'll tell you more about that later. But basically, my memory is terrible. So, like, there's certain things where I just can't remember the right word for something.
Yeah.
And I looked up a few of the symptoms and I spoke to my doctor, and she pretty much said that. She said, you won't be able to remember certain words for things. You won't be able to remember conversations you had. Won't be able to remember the people you had the conversations with. Things like that. So with my exams, a lot of the content that I not only missed, stuff that I had studied before I couldn't remember.
That would have stressed you out as well coming into exams?
Yeah, it did. It did, yeah. Yeah, but my school was really helpful. Unfortunately, what really bothered me was that my principal, Mr. Ryan, if he's watching, you're a legend. But my principal, he did everything he could for me. Like, he'd be on the phone to, like, the main people at the Board of Studies, like, you know, just really just trying his utmost best to, like, try and make me not do the exams. But in the end, they said that I had to sit for them. So there was, like, misadventure forms and things like that. But I still did them. But yeah.
So how do you think he went then?
I don't know. Because I couldn't tell you, because a lot of it. Because one, I can't really.
You probably
remember.
don't even remember the exams.
Yeah, they're not. I can't remember much of it. But a lot of it was just content that I didn't know.
Yeah.
So what's happening is they're all estimating all my marks from previous, like, things that I've done.
Okay.
Like, the teachers kind of all sit down and they say to each other and think, what mark could he really have got? So yeah.
That's good in a way that they're not just saying, oh, who cares?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah, I'm glad because I still wanted to get an ATAR.
Yeah.
I didn't want to completely not get one, so I was pretty happy that that happened, and I'll still get an ATAR when everyone else does. And I feel like doing the exams kind of, it for me, it was kind of good in a way because I got to be with all my friends again at school.
Yeah, you felt kind of normal and you got to do the normal stuff.
Exactly. And also, I'm the type of person that when I don't kind of try like everyone else, I kind of just make myself think that I'm a bit dumb.
Yeah.
Like, so that whole process going into it and thinking about it, I was kind of just thinking to myself, like, I just feel like I just feel dumb because I wasn't doing it and everyone else was putting in the effort. And also I felt it kind of felt really unfair just because everyone else is going in there, putting in all the effort and, I'm not doing them. Yeah. So when I was told that I had to do them, I was kind of like, yeah, maybe it's the best.
Did you have bad anxiety, especially doing the exams when you didn't know the content?
At first I did. But I had a chat to some of the people from school, and they kind of said, just don't worry about it because, it's getting estimated. Just go in there, do what you can, do what you remember, and you don't stress too much because that's the last thing you should be doing. They didn't want me to stress at all, and they did everything they could to minimise the stress.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was really good.
It's awesome. Yeah, it's not worth it stressing, especially at the end of the day when you're saying you're doing an apprenticeship anyway. So
that's right.
Doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
which is good. So man, are you still having a formal this year or what? No, fuck, spewing.
Yeah, it's bad. A lot of the schools around us are actually having a formal, but we're not.
Oh.
I'm not entirely sure why. I was never really around when they were talking about it, so I'm not entirely sure why. But no, we don't get a formal.
Are you gonna have like a little gavo or something? Or?
We kind of already have, but a few actually. Yeah. I think I kind of heard a little. I kind of heard that some of the parents are considering organising a little formal thing.
Okay, that'd be nice.
So yeah, that'd be good. I kind of always wanted to have a formal, especially a Year 12 formal.
Yeah.
Like I'd be in Year 7 and I'd see all the Year 12s have a formal, and I kind of always waited for that point and wanted it to happen, but I mean, I guess COVID happened. You know? Everyone's plans were affected by COVID, so.
Yeah. Well, hopefully those parents plan something. It would be a good memory for you.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, for sure.
And you said you're going to schoolies, just you and a bunch of mates?
Yeah, so we're originally going to Gold Coast. Yeah. We can't do that anymore either. So we're going to Port Macquarie in 2 weeks.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, just for a week, just going to enjoy it, soak up the sun, go to the beach, do a bit of fishing, take the ute on the beach. Be good. Celebrate. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I seen you fucking love your fishing. I do. I love it. It's so good. What's the biggest fish you've caught? Caught a 95 centimetre mahi. Okay, yeah. So a dolphin fish. And that was, I usually go offshore with my dad and my dad's mates. So you go deep sea? Yeah. Yeah, usually it's 20 kilometres offshore. So yeah. Lucky. I get seasick. I'd spew up everywhere. Yeah, I've never been seasick. Jake's laughing again because one time we went out far and there was these dolphins, and I was laying on the floor because I was seasick, and I've gone up to look at these dolphins and I've spewed all over them. Oh God. Good times. So how'd you get into fishing? Just your dad? Yeah, just my dad and also my nonno. So my nonno's always been a big fisherman. He loves it. And I kind of think that's sort of part of the culture. Because my grandparents are from Sicily. Okay. And over there, I think a lot of them fish. Yeah. And back when they were my age, I kind of feel like they kind of fished for food, maybe. I don't know. But it's definitely part of the tradition. So I kind of got into it with that. And a few of my mates, we kind of just had a mutual like for it. And we kind of started doing it together, me and my mate Josh. Started fishing and just got really into it. I haven't been doing much lately, unfortunately. I've been beating myself up a bit, but I haven't been fishing that much lately, so I got to get out there again. But I love it. Seen you love taking the utes out as well, driving around. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's real good. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah. Well, where's some of the places that you go? We've got a holiday house in Foster. Oh yeah. So go up on the beach there. Other than that, we go to Lithgow quite a bit, as much as we can. Yep. just to, test out the ute. But other than that, there's not really many like significant places that we go other than Foster and Lithgow.
Nice. I see you participating in Movember.
I am, yeah.
Can you grow a mo? Or you like me and I can't grow? I'm trying, but I can't.
I'm trying to. I like, it's hard. Like my facial hair has also been like, I can't grow as good as I used to.
Oh, so it still affects that.
It definitely. Like I used to, like down. It was weird. Like down, I could never grow it to there.
Yeah.
But like down there, and it always used to be even and really thick. But now it's gone all patchy, and I just shave it every day. I can't. I hate it. Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to grow the mo though.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what mine looks like after 30 days.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do the 60 Ks too, because have you seen where you grow the mo or you 60 kilometres or whatever?
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that. Man, so I guess before the cancer now, has your kind of perspective on life changed?
Definitely. Yeah, for sure.
What's different? Like, what's changed?
Just kind of my attitude towards a lot of things. And like before, anyone that would know me from school knew that, I used to get in a lot of fights because I just used to retaliate towards everything, and I was a real easy target for some people. But nowadays I've there's been situations where that kind of things happen. I just kind of turn a blind eye. Like, it doesn't really bother me. Like, there's more important things to focus on and spend your time thinking about.
Yeah, you're more relaxed now, and you're like, fuck, there's more to life than getting in a fight with someone.
Yeah, exactly, for sure. It's not worth it. Yeah, it really isn't. I wish I could explain that to my younger self, but yeah.
That's the good thing about life. You live and you learn, right?
Exactly right. 100%. 100%. I reckon if I wasn't like that when I was younger, I'd probably, wouldn't appreciate the fact that I know now. It's just not worth it. Yeah.
So for any young men out there, do you have any, I guess, a message to share, I guess, through your whole experience?
Definitely. So the kind of message that I've been trying to get out there through Movember and other things, like there was the 7 News article.
Yeah.
But basically, just check yourself, and like if you always do it no matter what, and if you have any doubt, if you feel anything, no matter how small or how big it is, always get it checked. Just because, finding that, no matter how big it is, could save your life. Like my tumour that turned out to be a cancer was like minuscule. Like, it was so small. Like, it felt like you could compare it to a tiny little crumb.
Yeah.
Like, so just really anything. And if you're attentive and you're checking yourself, the chances of, surviving are so high. Like, the chance of survival is 95% with early diagnosis. So that's a big, it's a big number. Yeah. So I mean, the more people that check, the less deaths and the less how do I say this? The less pain that they're gonna have to go through.
Yeah.
Especially if they find it early, as opposed to finding it at a high stage and having to have chemo.
Yeah, it's easy as well. You just do it in the shower.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah.
Just check every few weeks or something.
Yeah, exactly right. They say once a month, but I like to do it a bit more, just so I'm sure.
So, I guess throughout all this whole experience, have you kind of changed your mindset around, you want to do more personal development and really focus on yourself now?
Yeah. I'm really trying to just kind of shape my body into something I'm happy with.
Yep.
And that's kind of always been a goal of mine, and now it's kind of more important to me. I'm just trying to develop myself into a better person, really.
So just going to the gym and trying to get fit?
Yeah, for sure.
Were you a bigger boy growing up? Being Italian, they're going to feed you a lot of food.
That's right. Yeah, 100%. Like, I've always been a bit overweight. I've never been, obese, but I've always been a bit overweight, and I've always had a bit of, a struggle trying to eat healthy.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
How often are you going to the gym?
I try and go every day. I really do, but sometimes I just can't.
That's life.
Try and go every day. Yeah.
It's good for the mindset too. Like as you said, it distracts you from thinking about cancer.
Yeah,
and
that's
stuff
right.
Like that,
exactly right. Yeah, it always does. For sure.
And being around your mates. DJ Hutch, he's one of your best mates, isn't he?
He is, yeah. He's like a brother to me.
Yeah.
100%. I love him and his whole family. They're incredible, and they're definitely one of the the main support groups I had during the whole journey and process of chemo and surgery. And he's really helped me just through everything.
That's awesome. It's good to have those people in your life.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So do you do any like reading or watch videos of inspirational people or anything like that?
Yeah, I do a lot of that. Yeah. I watch a lot of podcasts.
Who's your favourite podcast besides me?
I like the Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. A lot of it's a bit of the stuff they talk about is a bit irrelevant, but I kind of just like to watch like the highlights of the inspirational people and the people that have heaps of knowledge. I watch those videos you see on Instagram, like those motivation pages, and I like watching them. They get me pretty motivated.
Do you follow Gary Vee?
I've heard a lot about him. You got
to get onto him, mate.
Two of my mates really like him. Yeah.
And have you heard of Kern Ray?
No.
Isaac John?
No.
Wow.
No.
Dude, after this, go on Instagram, start following them. There's some good people, and they're doing good things in this world as well. So
yeah, that's great.
Definitely get onto them.
There's a guy, I forget the name. Because me and my dad's into a lot of that kind of motivational and also like from a business sense. Like kind of entrepreneurial.
Oh, so your dad's like into business and that?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Does he have his own business?
Yeah, he does in telecommunications.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, so that's pretty good, and that's kind of where I get my, that's kind of where I aspire to be an entrepreneur just from dad.
Yeah.
I've kind of been brought up into that, just the idea of making something for yourself, working hard, and it resulting to financial kind of freedom. Yeah.
So is your dad someone that you really look up to and who inspires you?
100%. Yeah. He's always set me on the right path. He's never he's like, I know there's some dads out there that don't always do good for their kids. Like I'm sure 95% of them do, but I'm just lucky that my dad's always set me on the right path through everything.
Is there any other people that you look up to or who inspires you?
Definitely my mate DJ Hutch. Definitely Corey. Yeah, he really inspires me a lot.
You want to be a DJ?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's my thing. I do love music.
Yeah.
It's a big part of my life. But I don't think DJing's for me. Yeah, I just know Corey's real good at it because he's just so, he just knows everyone. And, when everyone, he's just made such a good name for himself, in our area. When everyone's having a party, they always say, we got DJ Hutch in. Yeah, he's great. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and the way I look up to him just because he aspires for so much and he's so, he really inspires me.
Yeah, it's, as I said before, it's so good to have people who are not just going down the traditional path of get a job and all that.
Exactly.
Stepping out of the comfort zone and
exactly right.
Trying to make more of their life,
100%. That's so true. And one of the things that I realised through the whole experience is just how lucky I am and how blessed I am to have such a good support group and such good mates and everyone.
Yeah, and even surrounding yourself with those people kind of puts a spark in you to kind of
it does
do more of your life as well.
For sure. Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard the saying is you become the average of your 5 best mates.
My dad says that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dad sounds like a very wise man.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's a good man. Yeah.
So what other hobbies do you have besides fishing and taking the utes out and that?
Really just spending time with my friends and family.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of, I like the whole kind of flying, piloting and Air Force sort of thing.
Okay.
I actually applied for a gap year in the Air Force.
Oh, really?
But they said that I was medically unfit because of my cancer. And yeah, I hated that. So I spoke to my doctor, I sent in a review, and they're looking over it now.
Awesome.
So there's a small chance I might get in, but at the moment I'm just kind of trying to get an apprenticeship because it's not really a secure thing to rely on.
Mate, just manifest it.
Yeah.
Think about it every day, it'll come true.
Yeah. Yeah. Quite literally we know that, don't we? Yeah.
So waking up every morning, what's your why? What's your purpose for getting out of bed every day? Has it changed?
Yeah, it has. Yeah. Like before it was kind of just, the same old day, you go to school.
Just going through the motions.
Yeah, just going through the motions. But now I like to just get out of bed and try and have a goal, try and do something good for the day. Like I write down my goals for the day and for the week.
Oh, okay.
Try and get those things done. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what I do.
And that's awesome that you're goal setting and that too. So many people don't do that small little thing of just setting goals.
Yeah.
And it sets you up for a good day, good week, good month.
For sure. Yeah.
Just you on the right path.
Just chip away at them. Yeah.
So what are some of your goals for the future?
I definitely want to kind of get into fitness.
Yep.
As well as on top of being a carpenter and being an entrepreneur, I really want to get into fitness.
Get into fitness as in you personally, like your own health or helping other people?
Well, both really.
Yep.
Like, I really like what Nick's doing, Nick Mahoney.
Yep.
He's really good. And also, Jake Ayres.
Yeah.
I look up to both of those boys. They're doing real well. Like, I just kind of aspire to have a good physique that I'm proud of and help other people as well as that. And I feel like I can kind of fit that in conjunction with, my career and being an entrepreneur and just everyday work.
Definitely, bro. There's always time to fit stuff in.
Sure. Yeah.
You just got to make sacrifices.
Exactly.
Most time that's sleep.
Exactly right. Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Sleep's. I've learnt that in the last month or two since everyone's finished school and we're all partying. Like sleep's a big one. Like you don't get sleep and it just escalates like everything bad,
Yeah, it stuffs you up. Especially if you go out and then you sleep and you wake up at midday, you're like, fuck, I just wasted half the day.
Exactly right. That's so true.
So do you say that cancer's kind of your biggest struggle that you've had in life thus far?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to come across anything as, traumatic. And yeah, I definitely have struggled immensely with it. And like I said before, like not only the whole physical aspect, and to be honest, at this point in my life, I really don't struggle with any of the physical things I'm left with from cancer.
Yeah.
Like it really doesn't bother me. I haven't had any issues with it. I'm still the same person I always was. It doesn't change anything about me. But like I can still have kids. Yeah. My testosterone level's fine.
Yeah.
I'm still the same as I always was. It's just the whole mental aspect of it and just, always worrying and being, always on edge and, scared that something's going to happen.
Have you spoken to anyone about that or trying to help you?
I have, yeah. I've spoken to a lot of the counsellors that I was provided with from the clinic that I had my treatment at.
Yeah.
And I don't know if people can relate to this, but I feel like with obviously with, bad cases of mental health, talking to someone does help a lot. But for me, it kind of just doesn't really do it. Like it doesn't really take it away, like the whole anxiety thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like what's really worked for me in taking that away is just talking to my mates and talking to my parents about it. Because coming from someone who loves you and wants the best for you, when they're saying something like, it's not going to happen, just don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It really sinks in and you really, it makes an impact on you. as opposed to somebody kind of just giving you strategies to deal with it.
Yeah, it makes you feel more comfortable talking to your friends and family too.
100%. Yeah, it really does. Yeah.
So I got 2 last questions. You probably may have never thought of these.
Okay.
But, okay, we'll start off with what's your definition of success?
My definition of success is being happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like whatever you're doing, whether it be, working at Woolies or being, a billionaire, whatever it is, if you're happy and, you're doing what makes you happy, I feel like that's success to me.
Awesome. Yeah, that's what most people actually say to me. And it's good to see that it's not all about money, like it kind of was in previous generations.
Yeah.
And now it's all about happiness and going down your own path and all
Exactly.
that, which is awesome to see.
Yeah, that's right. For me, money's not everything. Like, obviously, I want to work hard to a state where I'm financially free, and that's the term I like to use.
Yep.
And I don't have to, I can be happy with myself that I've, earned my money and I've earned, my freedom. Because in this world, like, no matter how many people try and say, money isn't everything. Like, if you don't have money, it's really going to lead you to, unhappiness. And a lot of people that, don't have money end up doing something for money that, they're not happy with.
Yeah.
So for me, I just kind of want to get to a point where I'm happy with what I'm doing and, I'm free of, debt and things like that.
So what does financial freedom look like for you? What's your ideal life?
Oh, just, being able to give my kids what they want. If I ever get to have kids.
How many kids do you want to have?
Oh, 2 or 3. 2 or 3. Yeah. I think, I feel like I don't really want to plan it,
No.
A lot of people like to plan those sort of things, but I feel like it's just, you just got to wait and see how the ball rolls.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just kind of want to me, it just looks like being able to give myself, my family what, we want and need without worrying about, how much money I'm going to need for rent or...
Yeah, living... you don't want to live week by week.
Exactly right.
Do you want to always live in the mountains or you have ideas to move somewhere else?
I was kind of manifesting something. Because I was actually born in the States.
Oh, really?
So,
Whereabouts?
Denver, Colorado.
Oh.
So I'm an American citizen.
How did that come about? Your parents went on holidays and...
Yeah, well, my dad was doing work over there.
Oh, okay.
So my dad was working over there for a number of years and they had me. And I came here when I was 2 with mum and dad.
Oh, shit.
So, yeah. So I was kind of thinking about going to America. And I feel like that's kind of I think a lot of people kind of dream about that, but...
It's a crazy place at the moment.
Oh, it is. It really is. Unfortunately, it's a lot more hectic than it is over here.
Bro, there's some lunatics over there.
100%. Yeah, but just kind of to experience it and travel for a bit, like for a few years. Other than that, I don't really have any issue with the mountains. I like it, and I feel like for a tradie, it's really good.
Yeah. No traffic, unless there's an accident.
Yeah, on like Hawkesbury Road or something.
Yeah. Did you see the accident yesterday? It jammed up the whole highway.
No, I didn't.
Shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Where was that?
Just past Springwood.
Oh, God. No, I didn't. I didn't.
Because we were on our way home from TAFE and it was all backed up. I was like, oh, fuck, accident again.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's the only bad thing about the mountains because there's only one way in and out.
Exactly right.
You're stuffed.
Yeah, I hate that. I think, weren't they talking about building like a road from like Yellow Rock?
Yeah, they were, but I don't know what happened with that.
Yeah, that would have been unreal. Yeah.
So I guess my last question for you is, when your time's all up on this earth, you're all done, what's one thing or multiple things that you'd like to be remembered for?
When I leave, obviously when I pass away, I kind of just want to be remembered first of all, and just not be just another person who's, you know, passed. But I kind of just want to be remembered for, you know, putting my message out there of helping other people and kids my age.
Yep.
And also men, obviously. But just kind of want to be remembered for someone who's, you know, come from something so negative and they've turned it into such a positive thing and helped other people and made it good for themselves. And that's really, I feel like that's really my kind of one goal in life, just to turn such a terrible thing into something positive, help other people and help myself in the process.
Awesome, man. Well, you've inspired me, and I love that you've turned that negative situation into a positive.
Thanks,
and
man.
Spreading awareness and the message.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Thanks,
appreciate
man.
being on here.
We'll wrap it up there. Where's the best place for people to find you on socials?
So my personal Instagram is at Will Zags.
Yep.
My Facebook's always there, and I think that's about it. But I've also got a Movember page that I've kind of fabricated through Movember, and I've also got a few things that I'm working on with Movember.
Awesome.
As well. So you can always find me on my Movember page, and I'm thinking about doing a few things in the future, like maybe a few campaigns and stuff. So yeah, I'll definitely be in the socials and involved with Betar Life and the Betar Project. So,
awesome. Yeah, I can't wait for that. Me and Jake have been speaking about some future stuff that we might want to do with you, and
awesome.
Around testicular cancer.
Yeah.
God, that's a tough word to say.
It doesn't roll off the tongue, does it?
No. Anyways, man, thank you for coming on. I really appreciate you, giving up your time to come on.
No worries, man. Thank you.
Cheers, man. Have a good one.
Alrighty, thank you.